Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. A portion unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a... You just found a diamond in the rough. Other team...
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the
Leon Lett, where...
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And Stills bringing it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Incomplete. A look now at the Miami offense.
I remember when Laramie Tunsil was coming out of Mississippi and I was evaluating him for the draft in 2016. Ended up writing down a description that I tended to like, and I'm going to use it here now. He's got feet like a receiver. He's got a body like an offensive lineman and hands like a boxer. Put it all together, you got a heck of an offensive lineman.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
It's so good to see big number 72 Travis Frederick back in a Cowboys uniform. Remember, he missed all of last season with Guillain-Barré syndrome. And prior to that, he'd been to the Pro Bowl 4 straight times at center. And his return, a huge boost to the offensive line. Better to have him in uniform than coaching.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Accelerating and off. He goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick six right.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes Posse Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the double.
Leon Lett, where are you? Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, they finally decided to pull the plug on the Ryan Tannehill era after 7 seasons and no playoff wins. So enter Ryan Fitzpatrick, signed in free agency, fittingly on St. Patrick's Day, by the way. But last year with Tampa Bay, you remember Fitzpatrick got off to that incredible start. Over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do it with Miami. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Fitzpatrick on first down. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Prescott on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the ball.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing game as we saw there. And you know he has the capability. You think back to 2012, breaking in with Indy. He had 45 catches that season. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. On second down, it's Drake, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. Jordan Howard, a first quarter touchdown there. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 23 yards on the play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Back. Hey, kill. 47.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdowns. passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Counter play, Drake. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm scared.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick again. He completes it to Wilson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And now look at him go. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fitzpatrick gets this to Parker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott yet again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Throwing, Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. Prescott being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Boy, you got to think that having a 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away from the 21. It's second and 10. Prescott now. And he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott down 4. Touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick and a completion to Wilson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run with Drake. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Fitzpatrick on first down. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fitzpatrick. Allen's got it complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught by Cobb. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. And again, it's Prescott. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions, and you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year, but he's really on the uptick. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play action now, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down and goal. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
It's going to be a long...
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. He'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. To throw is Fitzpatrick. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's got Allen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Fitzpatrick finding his tight end, Gesicki. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So second in inches after that first down completion with just shy of the marker. Fitzpatrick now. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd and 1, Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Can Zeke deke up?
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
54 Mike. 6-man. Check curls. Check curls.
On first down, Breeze. He finds his target. It's Matthews. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Breeze to throw. This is caught by Ginn. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Again has it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the over there. Single receiver.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
The steal in the 2017 NFL Draft had to be running back Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee, who ended up being that year's NFL offensive rookie.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now. So
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Prescott, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. He stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
.51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Pardon, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get...
Can Zeke dink a...
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54. Target.
He gets.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd down and 4. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Second and 9.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
95-56, 95-56.
That's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Let's go, let's go.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints will have the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Breeze now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. 2nd and 9. Prescott, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 3rd and long for Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, we finish off the first quarter of the season with an AFC North battle from the Steel City. The Bengals and the Steelers kickoff scheduled for 8:15 Eastern. Now Breeze finding Kamara, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congrats.
Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Ready, 95-56.